Welcome to Marrakech. Welcome to my first YouTube video. I am Crystal, aka Point Diva, and I am all about traveling on points and miles versus using my own money. Why use your own cash if you really don't have to for fabulous vacations? So, over the Christmas holidays, my husband and I used points and miles to travel to Marrakech, Morocco for Christmas. We used American Express points for our flight, and then we used Chase points for the hotel. We transferred 88,000 American Express points to Etihad to fly business class Royal Air Morocco. Keep watching so you can kind of learn some of those tricks. Continue to watch my great trip report. Royal Air Morocco offers a nice business class product. The food was tasty, the staff was attentive, the lay-flat seats were comfortable, and there was more than enough space for your personal items. You can read my detailed flight review on pointsdiva.com or watch the YouTube flight review video. After a 7-hour flight with the layover in Casablanca, we finally landed in Marrakech Christmas Day. I pre-arranged for a Riad to pick us up from the airport. They charged 20 euros each way. I booked the Riad with Chase points and it was absolutely adorable. Within walking distance to the Medina, the Riad Wow is small and only has 10 junior suites and 2 master suites. Oh, and you might be asking, what is a Riad? A Riad is a Moroccan house or palace that has been turned into a boutique hotel. Throughout the hotel, it was decorated with a modern Moroccan flair. They even had the courtyard and pool decorated for Christmas, which allowed for a great photo shoot. On the terrace, they had the Sky Lounge Wow. This is where breakfast was served each morning and where you can enjoy a nice Moroccan wine after a long day of exploring. We booked a junior suite with a queen bed. They provided 2 robes and all the usual comforts you find in an American hotel. The room was narrow but cozy. There was a small seating area and TV with Moroccan channels. The bathroom had amazing tile work with a gorgeous chandelier and gold toilet. The only suggestion I would have is for you to bring your own washcloth. They didn't have any in the whole Riad. So we decided to travel with another great couple. Shout out to the Danes. Traveling with another great couple is essential. You can't travel with everybody. Anyways, we had a full day full of activities, so we decided to hire a private driver. We had him for 3 days from about 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and the price was about $750 US for the 3 days, so highly recommended, especially if you can split the cost with some other people. And we also had a private tour guide, and we went to the Jardin Majorelli, the Yves Saint Laurent Museum, and the Dar El Baca Museum. Take a look at our first full day of activities.
Good morning from Marrakesh. It is the day after Christmas. We just had a really great breakfast in our hotel. Our Marrakesh footage may be a little short because we're having a lot of issues with filming. Even our hotel didn't want us to film, so stay tuned. Can't wait to show you the rest of our trip. Go ahead.
Mr. Hussein, our driver.
Yes.
Hey, good morning.
The first stop was to Jardin Majorelli.
This attraction is a 2.5-acre botanical garden and took 40 years to create. In 1980, Yves Saint Laurent and his partner decided to purchase the gardens and restore what you see today. The gardens and villa colors were vibrant, and you'll definitely want a photo shoot. Unfortunately, it gets really busy no matter what time you get there, and you'll have to be patient to get the perfect shots. The entrance fee is $10, and you'll have access to the gardens and the Berber Museum. Afterwards, you can walk over to the Yves Saint Laurent Museum, dedicated to the fashion designer himself. The museum includes every couture collection made by Yves Saint Laurent between 1962 and 2002. It also holds 65 Dior garments he designed while he was Christian Dior's assistant. Once your eyes enter the collection room, you'll need a moment of silence for the clothes and jewelry. They were stunning. One tip: if you go to any of these places with a tour guide, you can skip the line to purchase your tickets, which was around $14. This will save you time because the lines are extremely long. Next on the list was the Dar El Baca Museum. There aren't a bunch of artifacts at this palace, however, you go for the great photos. The friends we were traveling with hired a photographer through Airbnb Experiences, and they had a full photo shoot, and their photos came out amazing. If you're on a budget and don't want to hire a photographer, you can still get great shots with a good old tripod and timer. When it comes to food, Mr. O and I aren't really foodies, so we're not the most adventurous types when it comes to food. So for breakfast, we would eat at our Riad each morning, and the price was about like €8 per person per day. And they had an omelet station. It was buffet style, so it pretty much did the job. For lunch, we tend to eat more like traditional Moroccan food. And then for dinner, we would really splurge and have like full dining experiences. So take a look at our food experiences. A great restaurant with the view in the Old Medina was Le Dresse Cafe. They had a mix of Moroccan and American dishes like chicken sandwich and fries. Everyone enjoyed everything they ordered here. We had a great seafood paella at Spanish restaurant Patron de la Mar. All the restaurants will have tagine, which is a traditional meat dish with vegetables cooked in a ceramic pot. After a while, we had enough of tagine. The nicer restaurants will offer live entertainment with your dinner. You'll see retired belly dancers dancing with candles on their heads, guys dancing with strong knees, live R&B shows, and of course, sexy belly dancers. There is a great variety of entertainment to cater to your needs. We were told Marrakech was the Vegas of Morocco. A fun, surprising night was at a club in the casino where all of a sudden people started dancing on the bars and people were walking in with questionable outfits. This was around 2 a.m. Clubs close at 5 a.m. So even though on the surface Moroccans seem conservative, they know how to party. After partying until late, the next day we were on the struggle bus visiting a Berber village on the way to the Atlas Mountains. This was a moment where you realize people can live with much less in life and be as happy and healthy as can be. The first floor was the living quarters for their 2 cows. Yes, the cows stay inside the home. As we entered, they had a crackling fire going that was inviting and cozy. We were offered bread and a demonstration on the long process of making mint tea. This process took longer than my usual 30-minute dinners. The host was even nice enough to show us her beautiful henna tattoo. Before leaving, we did offer her a small token of appreciation for allowing us into her home. This amount can be whatever you feel comfortable.
You're in the video now. Now you're messing up the video.
Right. Being awkward. Cheers. Next, we drove to a carpet factory where we were able to assist in making a Berber rug. The crazy part is, it takes over a year to make one rug by this handheld machine. I'm like, there has to be a more efficient technique. Their traditional house roles are for the women to make the rugs and the men to sell them in the market. With carpet stores, you can easily get overwhelmed by the many carpet options. Each carpet store will want you to take a seat while they provide a carpet demonstration where they pull out 30+ rugs and tell you the history of each rug, all while enjoying mint tea. After attending one demonstration in the Old Medina, I was over it by the time we got to this place. Just stand firm, state you aren't interested, and walk away.
Here we go again. No.
So because we had the private driver at our disposal, we decided to change our itinerary just a little bit. And one of the days we went to the Atlas Mountain, which was about an hour outside of Marrakesh. And it was just a much needed change of scenery because Marrakesh tends to be very congested and has like smog, so it's like really hard to breathe. So the Atlas Mountain, it was just clear and it was pretty and it was peaceful and serene. And so we hired a tour guide once we got there, and I think it was probably like $30 US. And honestly, y'all, it was like the best $30 we have ever spent, because I am just glad that the other couple did not need his assistance getting up that mountain. I learned that Mr. O and I are not hiking people, and I held his hand like the whole time trying to get up that mountain and down the mountain, y'all. So I was struggling. So just take a look. So we are currently in Sidi Fatima. We have a great tour guide that's taking us up the mountain, and this particular mountain is the second highest in Africa. As you start your hike up, you can be easily fooled thinking it's an easy hike with the peaceful sounds of the natural springs you pass by. You'll pass a few shops selling handcrafted knickknacks and of course Berber rugs. If you want to purchase something, do it on your way down. You'll need both of your hands the higher you climb. I'm tired. We have been hiking up this crazy mountain. Thankfully no one has slipped and fallen, but it's still early. But people here are struggling. After about an hour hike, you'll start seeing the first big waterfall. It was a group decision to not continue any higher. Our legs were feeling weak and we were hungry, so we decided to walk back down. We decided to eat at a local restaurant on the spring. It had a great scenery, but the food lacked taste. I have life back in my legs.
Like Zanzibar is just another island.
Yeah. This place is amazing. It's clean, fresh air, very different than Marrakesh. The people are super friendly and it's amazing. You have to come. Atlas Mountain. Hi, this is day 2. We just had a really great day of full excursions where we hiked the Atlas Mountain. Thankfully, no one got hurt. I have all feeling back in my legs because I realized Mr. O and I are not hiking people, but it was still nice. The scenery was beautiful. We also were with the village people where they showed us how they make bread, and it was a really great day. So now we're back at our Riad, and we're chilling a little bit before we go to dinner. We're gonna go to our friend's hotel and have dinner with them and come back because we leave tomorrow. So tune in for those great photos. Your trip to Marrakesh isn't complete without a visit to the Medina. So it's around 10:30, and it's pretty early here, so there's not a lot going on in this market, but you will get hit possibly by a car, donkey, or horse, so you have to be careful. You've seen the same Medina in Sex and the City too. Yes, it was Marrakesh and not Abu Dhabi. And the latest John Wick movie starring Halle Berry. The square is hectic but exciting. It was a must for us to go shopping here with the tour guide.
This is a good place. I'm here for good health.
Okay.
And the quality here, it looks a really nice quality.
Okay, yeah, this is the type of bed.
Yeah, okay, no problem. So just choose which one you like, and I'm gonna help with the price.
Got it.
No problem. You filming?
Yeah.
We love you. Come to Morocco.
I highly recommend this because you won't get lost down the many alleyways, and they can assist with negotiating for you. Lastly, you can't leave Marrakesh without taking a gorgeous shot in one of the many light stores like this. It's our last day in Marrakesh. We had a really great trip. Our couple, the other couple that we traveled with, they were really great. That's very important. If you travel with a group or other people, make sure they are travel people. So yeah, we'll see you inside. So overall, it was a really great trip. I think it was money well spent, or the lack thereof, because we spent 88,000 American Express points for 2 business class flights on Royal Air Morocco, and 40,000 points or chase points for our Riad. But yeah, so it's the busy season in December, so just be mindful of that if you decide to go. You definitely need to book well in advance your Riad, because they do book pretty quickly, and they also sometimes require a 7-day minimum stay, and that's just way too long for Marrakesh in my opinion. I did get a lot of questions in my Instagram regarding the safety for women. It seems like a lot of you ladies want to go solo or as a girls trip. So I would say just be cautious, the same when you would be in New York. You know, use the same type of common sense you would in Marrakesh. Something that I always do, I put my purse around my body and then put my jacket over it. I did meet another lady, a local in Marrakesh, and she stated for women to not go to the Medina at night alone. So, you know, just little cautionary tales like that, just be mindful of. So like I said, this is my first YouTube video, so please be kind to me in the comments. Subscribe, hit the like button, because I would love to bring you guys more content. Also, if you have any type of points and miles questions, I definitely will answer them, because I do have a travel consulting business, and you know, I definitely love helping people get to fabulous vacations or family vacations for the low. So, points Diva.